the way we've succeeded is by choosing what horses to ride really carefully, technically. We try to look for these technical vectors that have a future and that are headed up. And, you know, technology, different pieces of technology kind of go in cycles. They have their springs and summers and autumns, and then they, you know, go to the graveyard of technology. And so we try to pick things that are in their springs. And if you choose wisely, you can save yourself an enormous amount of work versus trying to do everything. And you can really put energy into making those new emerging technologies be great on your platform, rather than just okay because you're spreading yourself too thin. Things are packages of emphasis. Some things are emphasized in a product, some things are not done as well in a product, some things are chosen not to be done at all in a product. And so different people make different choices. And if the market tells us we're making the wrong choices, we listen to the market. We're just people running this company. We're trying to make great products for people. And so we have at least the courage of our convictions to say, we don't think this is part of what makes a great product. We're going to leave it out. Some people are going to not like that. They're going to call us names. It's not going to be in certain companies' vested interests that we do that, but we're going to take the heat because we want to make the best product in the world for customers. And we're going to instead focus our energy on these technologies, which we think are in their ascendancy and we think are going to be the right technologies for customers. And you know what? They're paying us to make those choices. That's what a lot of customers pay us to do, is to try to make the best products we can. And if we succeed, they'll buy them. And if we don't, they won't. And it'll all work itself out. So, you know, so far I'd have to say that people seem to be liking iPads. You know? So, I mean, we've sold one every 3 seconds since we launched it. So I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Takes you 3 whole seconds to sell one? Can't you do better?
Right now, I'm just worried that it's taken us 3 whole seconds to make one. I actually think Apple does one of the best jobs of any companies in our industry, and maybe in any industry, of understanding the working conditions in our supply chain. And we're extraordinarily diligent and extraordinarily transparent about it. You can go on our website and read, you know, our report that we publish once a year. And we go into these suppliers, and we go into their secondary and tertiary suppliers, places where nobody's ever gone before and audited them before, and we're pretty rigorous about it. You know, as you know, I mean, Chrome is based on the work that we've done at Apple with Webkit.
Yeah.
So we took a tiny little open source project, and we created what's called Webkit out there.
Right.
Now. And we did an interesting thing for Apple. We put it in open source.
That is an interesting thing for Apple.
And we've done a fair amount of it, but this is the thing that's been the most successful. And almost every modern mobile browser is now based on Webkit. Google's and Android, Nokia's, RIM is coming out with one, Palm's, obviously as well as ours. And it's the heart of Safari, it's the heart of Chrome. And so Webkit has picked up substantial momentum, and now all websites are testing against it. Every mobile website, but even a ton of desktop websites now, because of Safari and Chrome being based on Webkit, are now testing against it, and it's turning out to have a lot of momentum. So although we enabled our competitors to have much better browsers in the mobile space, we've created a real competitor to IE in terms of
if momentum. You take all the Webkit stuff together.
Yes, if you take it all together. And in the mobile space, it's #1.